Hi there, hope you're all well. I'm Mal, I'm back on the allotment. Gonna make a start on the painting of the shed. I might intersperse that with doing something else because I absolutely cannot stand painting. I just can't. And I'm just thinking to myself, this is quite rough wood, you know, so it's going to take some covering. All I'm going to use is a matte. I don't want a shine on it or all like that. And what I'm thinking of doing is doing these side walls and the back wall in white, and obviously the ceiling in white, just to give it that lift. But then what I'm thinking of doing is this wall, the front wall, if I can just get you there, the front wall, where the stove's going to go. The stove's going to go there now. I've changed my mind. Couple of people made some comments. Danny at Grow Up channel suggested in the middle, and a few others. And when I actually cleared it all out and got the shelf down and everything, it screamed out for the log burner to go there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and keep this wall this colour. I'm going to sand it down, and then I'm going to put like a really nice varnish on it, a clear varnish, just to lift the grain out. So everything else is white, and that's just a little bit of a feature wall, so it's not too bland, because I do like the timber look, but it is a little bit rough. So that's going to be the plan. As you can see, what I've done here is I've just put these ledges on all the way around the back. I think it's just the right size to fit a cup of tea on. So going to give it a go. I'm not saying that I'm going to do this all in one go, because I cannot stand painting. It's one of my pet hates. I get really bored really quick. So I might do a little bit of this, then nip out and do a little bit of the pruning of the trees, getting them prepped ready to be taken down. So let's crack on with the most boring job in the world. I did want the wife to come down and give me a hand, but I think she's going to do the grandchildren's bedrooms, so I'm going to have to do it myself. Right, let's crack on. Oh, right. Let's give it a go. Get very impatient with this. Bit of masking tape on bottom, really professional. I'm thinking to myself, putting one coat on, and then you'll still be able to see some of the sort of grain through the wood, and it'd be more like a paint wash rather than it be full on paint, or a full on paint job. Or am I just trying to skive, just getting away with one coat? Probably am. I'm not going to obviously have you watching me do this. It'd be like watching paint dry. So I'll come back to you every now and then when I've done certain sections and show you where I've got to. Not going on that bad, to be fair. Believe it or not, boredom's kicking in now. Certainly brightened it up though. But I've definitely made my mind up. One coat only. good coat though, good coat. Right, well, that's one wall done. I mean, I don't know. I mean, realistically, if you were painting it properly, you would put probably another coat on. But I like that wash finish, so I've convinced myself one coat's enough. But that's taken me nearly an hour to do. You know, cutting in and that. I've done a little bit of roof up here that you can't see, ceiling that you can't see. But I'm going to call it a day, and I'm going to just try and do a wall each afternoon, you know, time permitting. So until next time, I'll see you again. Good afternoon, welcome back to the plot. Just come down just to start taking the first apple tree down. I've given the painting a little bit of a rest, so I'm going to take this tree down and then I might go do a wall, and then have the other tree to take down, so I'm going to do it in between. I've had a little bit of rain again over here in Leeds, and it doesn't take a lot for my plot to get sodden again. I think we had about 5 or 6 days clear without any rain, but as you can see, it doesn't take a lot to get it back into a bit of a quagmire. So I'm going to carry on getting this tree down. Then I'll go back in there and do a little bit more. It has to be done. Right, let's go. Right, so I've cracked on a little bit actually, and I've got this one down. All I've got to do now is get some Stump Killer in there. I don't want to go too close to the floor with my blade, because it's with my chain, because it's a new one, and I'm forever doing that. But what I'll do is I'll take you down. I had to go at the other tree as well, so I'll take you down and I'll just show you how diseased it was. First of all, I'll show you this one. Look how boggy it is here. You're making a right mess. Yeah, so I'm just going to drill some holes in that, and I've got some Stump Killer, and basically you just paint that on, pour it on, paint it on, and then put a waterproof sort of bag over it and an elastic band, and then just leave it and it'll rot over time. There's always an element of sadness taking trees down, but these were really diseased. As I mentioned before, they you know, the apples used to just rot on the tree. So at least I'm planting some new ones, but I'll show you the extent of the disease on this one. I don't know if you can see that, but that goes right the way through to the other side almost. So I think we've done the right thing. A little bit of stuff to deal with, brash to get rid of, but slowly catch the monkey. I'm sure I've just seen a rat under that log pile there. So I've got a few logs out of it, over there and over there, and I've still some to get when I get that stump, but unfortunately I run out of petrol, so I'm gonna have to do that next time I come down. I'm back at it now. I'm just gonna do this wall today. Does drive me crazy doing this. I think what I'm going to do with this video, because it's quite a lengthy one, I'm going to probably split this down to like a part 1 and then a part 2. So what I'll probably do is upload this one first, then you can see this one, and then do one at the weekend, upload that. Hopefully by then this will be completed. I can try and get the log burner down, and we can start to have a look at where it's going to go, how it's going to go. So I think that's a better plan, because watching someone paint's not entertainment, is it? Unless you like to see somebody in pain. Right folks, well, I've done another wall, so all I've got to do now is the wall where the door is. So I'm going to do that probably. I'm going to try and do it tomorrow, but I've got my daughter's fence to put up, so I'm thinking of just starting that tomorrow and hopefully getting it done the day after, but I might not be able to. So I'm going to leave that shed for now, and we're going to crack on in the next couple of days and see how far we get. So I'm going to go now, but before I go, I just want to show you my onions. So these are my onion sets, well, not sets, onion seeds, seedlings, and I've been seeing a lot of people on YouTube talking about transplanting them, taking them out and putting them in a, and I don't know if some of you remember, last season I did an experiment where I took some out and I transplanted them into a similar tray like this, took them, half of them out and put them in a tray like that, and the other half I kept in this, kept them to one side, and when I planted them out, I planted one half on this side of the plot and the other half on that side of the plot, and to be totally honest with you, there was no difference. So those ones that I pricked out, you know, performed well. The ones that I didn't prick out, what I did do is, as I've told you before, I get a bigger pot, I just tip this out, I plunge that into the top of the pot and let them grow away so they've got plenty of depth to grow into. So me, I don't waste my time doing that, because I really, last year the results were exactly the same. So for you that are pricking them out, you know, it's up to you. If it works for you, all well and good. But me, I don't have time for that. Right guys, I'm going to go. Thank you for watching. Thank you to all my new subscribers. As I say, we've got over the 1,000 mark. I think we're about 1,045, nearly 1,050 now. So I really do appreciate that. Thank you to everybody that has commented and subscribed. And if you're watching and you aren't subscribed, it'd be brilliant if you did. So I'm going to go now. So everybody, have a great week, and I will see you in a couple of days. Take care. Oh yes, happy growing.